So we're here with Tracy Bethea. She works for the radio station.
WHAL 95.7 Hallelujah FM. I am the assistant program director here, but I'm also on the air Monday through Friday from 12 noon until 4 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m.
She's got a great voice.
Well, thank you.
Radio people always have this kind of voice.
I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I have over 22 years of radio experience, and it has all been basically mostly in gospel. Gospel, of course, is very rich in history in the city of Memphis. Churches everywhere. On Saturday and Sunday mornings, you will find a church somewhere singing God's praises.
Tell us about a little bit about the history of the radio station in Memphis and the importance of it to the community that it serves.
The history of WDIA radio, which is the first black formatted radio station in the nation. In this building where we are doing this interview was where I got my start in radio. And I started doing radio on WDIA on Sundays, on the Sunday show, and just for years I transformed my life through my job because of gospel music. When people think of Memphis, Tennessee, they think of Elvis Presley. Well, if you really know Elvis Presley, Elvis loved gospel music and recorded some gospel songs that we currently play on our sister station, WDIA Radio. So gospel music is rich. When you think of B.B. King had a gospel history.
Now, how do you compare gospel that's played today versus gospel that was played 30, 20 years ago?
Well,
Did it change?
gospel, oh, definitely it has changed. Gospel music has evolved. When you think about back through the slavery days, there was not necessarily a lot of singing, but humming. The slaves would sing, they would hum, spiritual music. And then it transformed from the humming and the hymnals to Negro spirituals, as they would call them years ago. And from Negro spirituals to traditional gospel music, which is the bass of the drums. You hear the beating of the drums and soulful sounds of traditional gospel music. And then it evolved a little bit with contemporary gospel, which doesn't necessarily say Jesus and God all the time, but it talks about inspirational music, music that inspires us that may not say Jesus. And today we have gospel rap, we have gospel jazz. So gospel has truly evolved when you talk about music from, like I said, the hymnals, the spirituals, traditional, contemporary, and now we've got gospel rap, we've got gospel jazz.
What is the impact on their lives?
Absolutely, gospel music affects your life. If gospel music does not affect your life, you're not listening to gospel. Gospel alone is the good news. By definition, it's the good news. And so gospel music brings forth a refreshing to one that listens to it. Gospel music is to inspire you, to encourage you, to motivate you, to transform you to be a better person, and then to go out and help someone else to transform to be a better person.
That's great. Do you sing?
I get that
'Cause
question
you got the
so
voice.
many times. No.
What came first, the blues or gospel?
I would say I would say gospel came first before the blues. Especially when you talk about the heritage of African Americans. And of course, the blues and gospel somewhat are the same because a lot of people say the blues tell stories of stories of sad news and things of that nature. But on the other hand, gospel music is to encourage the sad person, to uplift the sad person. So I would say gospel came first,
Mhm.
and but they both have of a connection as far as the sound of it. Many people say the artist Ray Charles,
Mhm.
when he would play his music, it had a gospel sound or feel
Yeah.
to it from the musical instrumentation,
Mhm.
that it was gospel,
Mhm.
but which he was just telling a story that many people call the blues.
It's amazing. Like the mission that you have is the mission that gospel music also has.
And I encourage those that may be listening abroad or
Mhm.
watching abroad to take a listen to our radio station. I promise it will enlighten and uplift you. And they can listen all over the world through the internet at hallelujahfm.com.
Mhm.
That's www.hallelujahfm.com.